welcome to another weekly quick quiz battle. We've got Ed joining us again, and Will is present, as always. And I'm here as well, as normal. So we're doing the Guardian weekly sports quiz from October the 22nd.
And in case we don't use it this year, we'll say it's 2021.
It's 2021, in case we use it in next year. So 10 questions, just double check. Because it's sometimes 11. It is 10 questions. I'll read them out, write your answers down, and we'll go through them at the end. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 1. Newcastle's match against Spurs last weekend was Steve Bruce's 1000th and perhaps his last as a manager. It was. Which club gave Bruce his first job in management back in August 1998? Birmingham City, Huddersfield Town, Wigan Athletic, or Sheffield United?
Oh dear, not a good start.
Question number 2. Manchester United will welcome Liverpool to Old Trafford on Sunday. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has managed United for 104 league games, winning 194 points in the process. How many points did Jurgen Klopp win in his first 104 league games as Liverpool manager? 184, 196, 205 or 220?
How many games?
104.
And Solskjaer was 194.
Yes.
Sorry, can we have the options again?
184, 196, 205 or 220? Okay, question number 3. Mohamed Salah has scored in Liverpool's last 9 games, setting a new club record in the process. Which player once scored in 21 straight league games? Gerd Muller, Dixie Dean, Stan Mortensen, or Lionel Messi?
I started writing a name and it didn't come up. Say them again.
Gerd Muller, Dixie Dean, Stan Mortensen, or Lionel Messi? Question number 4. Rory McIlroy won his 20th PGA Tour title at the weekend. 2 golfers are tied at the top of the all-time leaderboard with 82 titles each. One is Tiger Woods, the other is Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Nick Faldo, or Sam Snead.
Read the question again.
Who is top of the all-time leaderboard in terms of PGA Tour titles with 82? Tiger Woods and who else? Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Nick Faldo, or Sam Snead? Question number 5. Bournemouth and Derby have the best defensive records in the Championship this season. Why is that surprising? They played out a 3-3 draw in the midweek. Both teams have been without their first-choice goalkeepers all season. They had the worst defensive records last season. They are top and bottom of the table.
Yep.
Question number 6. The NBA season began this week. Where was the reigning MVP born? Lithuania, Serbia, China, or the USA?
Making me question who I thought was the reigning MVP.
Well, I think I know who it is, but that's not any of the answers I was expecting.
Read the whole thing again.
The NBA season began last week. Where was the reigning MVP born? Lithuania, Serbia, China, or USA?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay.
Question number 7. Which of these clubs is top of their domestic league, top of their Champions League group, and yet to lose a match this season? Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Red Bull Salzburg, or Real Sociedad?
Top of their league, top of the Champions League group, and not lost. And this is 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I was still writing the answer to the MVP. What was this one? Do it again.
Which of these clubs is top of their domestic league, top of their Champions League group, and yet to lose a match this season? And this was 2 weeks ago. Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Red Bull Salzburg, or Real Sociedad? Question number 8. England are playing Northern Ireland in a Women's World Cup qualifier on Saturday. Well, they did. What was particularly special about the game? It was the first game for England's new manager, who is from Northern Ireland. If Northern Ireland won, they would qualify for their first Women's World Cup. It was England's first competitive game at Wembley Stadium, or there have been more tickets sold to Northern Ireland fans than England fans.
Read the whole thing again, G. I missed the start of that.
England played Northern Ireland in a Women's World Cup qualifier a couple of weeks ago, but what was particularly special about the game? It was the first game for England's new manager, who is from Northern Ireland. If Northern Ireland won, they would qualify for their first Women's World Cup. It was the first competitive game at Wembley Stadium for England. There were more tickets sold to Northern Ireland fans than England fans.
You know, sometimes you know them and sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Great statement.
Question number 9. What was unusual about the football boots that Paul Pogba wore during Manchester United's 3-2 win over Atalanta in the Champions League midweek? They were completely black with no sponsor, brand name or markings. They belonged to his manager, as Pogba forgot to bring his own boots. They were vegan. They were for 2 left feet.
Yeah, I don't think there's one here that I've actually known the answer to. So far.
And final question, number 10.
No, actually, there is one. I reckon I know the answer. Anyway.
James Milner picked up his 86th assist in the Premier League a couple of Saturdays ago, but which player set up more goals in the Premier League than anyone else? Cesc Fabregas, James Milner, Frank Lampard, or Ryan Giggs? Okay,
Wow.
you ready?
Not confident.
Fabregas, Milner, Lampard, and
or
Giggs.
Giggs, yeah. Okay, ready. Question number 1. So Steve Bruce had his 1000th game as a manager against Spurs. Which club gave Bruce his first job in management back in August 1998? Ed, who did you go for?
I've gone Birmingham.
I also went Birmingham. Will?
Of all of the answers, and this is not going to set me up very well for the remaining questions, I'm the most confident that I might have got this right because I think it's Sheffield United as player manager.
So the correct answer is Sheffield United.
Oh,
Boom! I'm going to get 10 out of 10 after what I said there.
Question number 2. Man United welcomed Liverpool to Old Trafford. Solskjaer has 194 points from 104 league games, but how many did Jurgen Klopp get in his first 104 games? Will?
I have another theory, which is I think that Solskjaer's points return, is actually quite impressive. Therefore, I think it's better than Klopp's, so I went 184.
Ed, what did you go for?
the exact same answer for the exact same reason.
I went 496. I'm pretty sure they've got pretty identical records.
496.
No, 100.
I went
He went 4.
196. The correct answer is 196.
Oh.
I remember seeing something a couple of weeks ago that they had very, very similar records. Question number 3.
Getting chastised for not doing a good job.
One for a bagel here.
Question number 3. Salah scored in his Liverpool's last 9 games, setting a new club record, but which player once scored in 21 straight league games? I said Dixie Dean. Will?
Yeah, so I couldn't decide between Dixie Dean and Mortensen, so I went Mortensen.
Ed?
I've gone smart money, probably wrong. Messi.
The correct answer is Lionel Messi.
Yes. On the board.
I've got a V at the start of Mortensen because I thought it was Vardy. I thought Vardy went on a really good run.
No, he got like 13 or something.
Yeah, he just got
Vardy. It was pretty good, but I think it's 13 or something.
Yeah, so Messi scored in 21.
Just to confirm, after 3 questions, am I right that we've all got one each?
We've all got one each. Yeah, so Messi scored in 21 La Liga games. Muller holds the record in Bundesliga with 16. There you go. Question 4. Rory McIlroy won his 20th PGA Tour title, but who holds the record jointly with Tiger Woods with 82? Ed, who did you go for?
All right, this is tricky because so immediate thought is Jack Nicklaus, but then did they play a lot of tournaments back in those days? And then I was thinking Faldo. I've gone Jack Nicklaus.
Okay, I went for Arnold Palmer. Will?
So I have gone Sam Snead, thinking it could be Arnold Palmer. I was between Arnold Palmer and Sam Snead.
The correct answer is Sam Snead.
Oh.
He won his last title at the age of 52. I was between him and Arnold Palmer. So I went for Arnold.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Bournemouth and Derby have the best defensive records in the Championship this season, but why is this surprising? Will?
I tell a lie. This was possibly the one I was slightly more confident about than others. I'm just slightly more confident than Steve Bruce. I went top and bottom.
I said top and bottom. Ed?
Top and bottom.
Correct answer.
Yeah, because Derby have had points started, haven't they?
Yeah. Number 6. The NBA season began, but where is the reigning MVP from?
Well, I don't think this is unfair. Who do you two think the MVP is?
What's his name? Giannis. I can't
Yeah,
pronounce
the
his
Bucks
first-
bloke. The Bucks
Yeah,
bloke.
yeah.
So I there started to think it must be USA, and then decided maybe he was the MVP for the NBA final or something. So I went Serbia as a random guess, just because I didn't know who it was anymore.
Ed, who
I
did you
went
go for?
Serbia.
Actually, I went USA. I was like, is this a trick question?
Well, yeah, I presume it's not, and it's the right answer.
So the correct answer is Serbia.
Oh, so who's the MVP?
So,
It was,
so Giannis Antetokounmpo won the award in 2020 and 2019, but the last season it was Nikola Jokic.
I was going to say, is it Doncic?
Jokic.
Jokic.
Okay, question number 7. Which of these clubs is top of the domestic league, top of the Champions League group, and yet to lose a match this season? 2 weeks ago, I said Bayern Munich. Will?
Yeah, so I had a recollection that Munich were doing well, having started to write Real Sociedad. So I've got Munich as my answer.
I've gone Liverpool.
The correct answer is Red Bull Salzburg. They've
Oh.
played 18 games so far and won 16 of them. I thought Munich hadn't lost until last week. They got thumped last week. Question number 8. England played Northern Ireland in the World Cup qualifier, but what was special about it? Ed, what did you go for?
I didn't know the answer to this. I've gone for more Northern Ireland fans than England fans.
Will, what did you go for?
I plumped for first women's game at Wembley.
I also went for that. It's the correct answer.
Oh, there you go.
Had it, crossed it out.
Right, 2 questions left. Number 9, what was unusual about the football boots Paul Pogba wore against Atalanta in the Champions League in midweek? I said they were vegan.
So did I.
I went vegan. Didn't know it, but I went vegan.
I had no idea vegan
I
is
was
the correct
between that
answer.
and
We've all
plain
got
black. I thought,
Yeah.
so vegan.
Vegan is the correct answer. So I think, well, this means you have 6 points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Ed, you've got 3.
I've got 4.
Have you got 3 or 4? Okay, I might have missed one.
I've definitely got 4.
I've got 4.
But I can't catch Will.
I've got 4, which means I also can't catch well. So we'll see. Last question. James Miller picked up his 86th assist in the Premier League, but who has set up the most goals in the Premier League? Will, who did you go for?
I decided that Giggs was the most sensible answer, but I did like Fabregas for this, so I went Giggs.
Ed?
On gigs.
I went Giggs as the obvious one. Giggs is the correct answer. 162 assists in the Premier League.
I win with 7.
The final scores 5 to me and Ed, but 7 to Earl. Well
Solid
done.
score.
Well done. Let's see if this one ever sees the live day.
Well, I hope so.
Maybe this one should go out instead of the other one.
The question about what's your most deflating sporting moment.
I was going to say
what?
that.
when you win with a 7 but lose with an 8.
Yeah, and then it doesn't get published.
Yeah.
I'll use it. I'll use it for if not before. I'll use it at the end
Christmas
of the
Day.
season. End of the season, and in between seasons.
Not sure it's very Christmas worthy.
No, we'll do a
The
special
ball
for
in the background.
So there you go. Well done. Well, I think that's the first one you've
thanks.
won for a little while. So
I genuinely didn't know the answer to any of them. I think I saw something the week of Bruce's 1000th game. I think I saw him in an old clip with him in a Sheffield United kit.
I couldn't
When he
remember
was-
him. I couldn't remember that at all.
But I hadn't remembered it until you said Sheffield United. I was like, oh, because I liked Birmingham when you first said Birmingham. And then the top and bottom was just a theory.
Yeah,
And other than
Brentford
that,
Derby. Yeah, Brentford Derby was, I think, was the only one I knew, and I was pretty certain on gigs that he still held the record for most assists. But,
Serbia was a complete guess. Serbia was like, I'm just going to pick one. And that,
well, that's what it threw me because I was like, is he? Not, it's like he's got a Greek name.
Vegan was a guess. Wembley was a guess.
Yeah, all mine were guesses, as I say.
Sam Sneed, I'll admit it was a guess. So I had,
There was only one question I knew the answer to there, and that was
Well, it
Bournemouth Derby.
Doesn't matter if you guess. You got the most guesses right. So,
Yeah,
Educated guesses.
The other one we did, where I was actually I was like, oh, I know that. I got about 4 off the back of knowing them.
well, okay, right. Oh well, congratulations.
Thanks,
Once again.
mate.
That's all right. Anytime.
Or were you talking to Ed because he got more than 2? Who were you congratulating?
Well, both of you.
Yeah, must do better.
I'm back to abusing Ed again.
So that's it for this
I'm
week.
back to being aloof.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will be back in for another quick quiz next week. Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.